Hello everybody, my name is Alex and this is my partner Konnor. Today we're going to learn about what 21st century communications is and why it's not as boring as the name implies. 21st century communications. Boring, stupid, or maybe even nice in theory but lame in practice. Undoubtedly you have gotten some of these replies by looking at the name alone. But have you really stopped to think about what it actually means? Probably not. By looking at the four elements of 21st century communication and how it relates to the class itself, your opinion on the class should hopefully change. The first element of 21st century communications is core subjects. But what does that even mean? Let's take a look at what the textbook says. According to the Partnership for 21st Century Skills, which will be providing all these definitions, core subjects include global awareness, financial, economic, business, and entrepreneurial literacy, civic literacy, health literacy, and environmental literacy. Still don't know what that is? Basically, it means being aware of what is around you. But let's take a look at how it applies to you. Say you have to do a project in which you need to know a lot about a bunch of African tribes and how they relate to their local economy. But you don't live in Africa. You live in America. So where do you turn? Google. Learning how to narrow your search in Google can help expose you to the rest of what the internet and consequently the world has to offer. The second element of 21st century communication is learning and innovation skills. To the textbook. As you can see, this includes creativity and innovation, critical thinking and problem solving, and communication and collaboration. Let's look a little further. It basically means you are able to think outside the box and figure out a different solution to age-old problems. How can technology help out? Say you work for a company that needs to send information to 20 different cities and collaborate with those that work there. You could email it to them, but there's an easier way. With Google Docs and other Google apps, you are able to share information and collaborate on different issues by commenting and chatting on the side. The third element is info, media, and tech skills. You know where we're going. Information literacy, media literacy, and IT literacy. This means finding new ways to share ideas through different outlets. This situation is revealed in the following scenario. Say you can sing, not just okay, but really well. But you live in the middle of Kansas. How do you get the word out? YouTube. With this simple machine, many lives have been changed for better or worse, but it remains a very cheap and effective way to get your message/talent out. Our last element is life and career. You know the drill. This includes flexibility and adaptability, initiative and self-direction, social and cross-cultural skills, productivity and accountability, leadership and respect. This can be translated into seizing the initiative to get stuff done. Say you and your friends want to get a party going, but it's impractical for all of you to get together to figure out the details. Instead of sitting around and not knowing the time, location, who's going, or what food will be brought, you can seize the initiative. A tool to do this is to use more use of Facebook than to post whether you went to the gym or not. Use it and other forms of social media, gather your friends to get stuff done. Now that we've hit all the elements of 21st century communication, let's take a look at what you'll actually be taking. My partner and I have boiled down the class to figuring out communication in the 21st century means, applying to what we discuss in projects, learning new programs, and communicating our findings to the class through presentations. You'll notice there was no daily assignments involved. That's because you work at your own pace and are free to try out new things as long as they are within reason. You also get an opportunity to shape the class and what you want to work on through discussions. You also get an opportunity to work with new programs and figure out new ways to use them. Some of the programs you get an opportunity to be working with are Prezi, Photoshop, Google Apps, Movie Maker, and more. What you should take away from this presentation is that there is more to this class than meets the eye. These things are actually applicable to your work, school, and social lives. You may not need trig, but you will need to know how to communicate ideas and share them to the class to help expand your number of tools and teach you how to use more of these tools effectively.